The black Kentucky Attorney General that Ann Coulter wants for vice president cried about his mother while announcing no charges in the Breonna Taylor case? Well, one charge. Meanwhile, riots around the country. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, Wednesday, September 24th, 2020. Stay tuned for hour 3, 7:55 a.m. here in Los Angeles. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, do catch the Hake Report, thehakereport.com/show. I'm back streaming on YouTube. Jesse's not yet. The black attorney general chokes up while announcing no charges in the Breonna Taylor case. The far-left extremist outlet, that's a Drudge headline, by the way, AP so-called news reports, Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron said at the Breonna Taylor press conference, saying, quote, "I understand that as a black man," and they capitalized the word black, but I don't think he was capitalizing the word black when he was speaking, "how painful this is, which is why it is so incredibly important to make sure that we did everything we possibly could to uncover every fact. My heart breaks for the loss of Miss Taylor." That's Breonna Taylor. "And I've said that repeatedly. My mother, if something was to happen to me," he said, pausing as his voice faltered and as he held back tears, "would find it very hard. I've seen that pain on Miss Palmer's face," referring to Tamika Palmer, which is Breonna Taylor's mother. "I've seen that pain in the community," meaning the black community. What a sim, huh? Riots over the Breonna Taylor, any excuse to riot, right? Independent journalist Brendan Gutenschwager, BG on the scene, you may have seen him on Twitter, at BG on the scene, tweeted within 12 hours of the Breonna Taylor announcement, miles of marches through Louisville, Kentucky, looting and vandalism in various parts of the city, fires lit downtown, live ammunition fired off, 2 officers shot and taken to the hospital, mass arrests. The city is on edge, he tweeted. Fox News reported that they have a young black male suspect, showing his mugshot, in custody for shooting the cops. Independent journalist Andy No tweeted, Lorenzo, Larynzo, very creative spelling, Lorenzo Johnson is in police custody on suspicion of shooting at the 2 Louisville Metro police officers overnight at the Black Lives Matter riot. He's charged with wanton endangerment and assault of a police officer, according to WLKY. And around the country, Brendan Gutenschwager, BG on the scene, tweeted saying early this morning, with a severe crackdown on the curfew, things were calm in Louisville for the night, but that was like early in the morning. Riots in Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington. Also, D.C. as in Washington, D.C., Chicago, and elsewhere. Unrest across America's cities tonight. Far-left female outlet The Skim listed New York, Grand Rapids, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, and Los Angeles as places where they had so-called protests, right? Really riots. Andy No tweeted overnight, the 23rd to the 24th of September, hundreds of BLM Antifa rioters attacked the Justice Center in Portland, Oregon. They used rocks to shatter windows of the police station, set the exterior on fire multiple times, threw at least 3 Molotov cocktails at officers. That's the Portland riots. He tweeted about Seattle, Washington, too. Antifa rioters assaulted a cop who was knocked to the ground from his bicycle. Bicycle cops. A person then used a metal bat to strike him on the head. This is in the middle of the former Chaz. That's also known as CHOP, right? Seattle riots, Antifa, Black Lives Matter. And, tweeted Skyline News reporter Chad Nesbitt was seriously hurt by rioters after they surrounded him while he filmed in Asheville, North Carolina. He was taken to the hospital by an ambulance. Also in Denver, Colorado, Andy No tweeted sharing a video. Black Lives Matter Antifa rioters detained a driver on the road and surrounded the vehicle. One person starts kicking the car. The driver sped off, hitting people who were blocking him. Thank God he got away, I guess. No also pointed out that Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler's most recent tweet was yesterday early evening. The white Democrat mayor tweeted on 9/26, which I guess maybe Saturday, alt-right groups and white nationalists are intent on coming into our community. These groups empower racism, intolerance, and hate. Violence has no home in Portland. What a laugh. I'm